Hey everybody, Jay here. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay. We live on an 18-acre wooded homestead here in New Hampshire, and we heat our home with an outdoor boiler. This is a CL6048 outdoor non-gasification boiler by Central Boiler, and we're going to talk about today how my outdoor wood boiler has paid for itself. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so let's talk for a little bit. There's a lot of I don't want to say hate mail, but there's a lot of misinformation about outdoor wood boilers out there on the internet. We moved in 5 years ago. This machine was here on the homestead when we got it. Our house is a 3,000 square foot home. We have there's 3 bedrooms plus our side of the house. We live in like not a duplex, but we have an in-law apartment on our side of the house. It's me, my wife, and my in-laws, plus our kids. So there's 6 bodies living in our house. So our outdoor wood boiler, our classic here, our CL6048, runs 6 heating zones, a radiant floor grid in the kitchen living room area, and also, did I say domestic hot water? It runs our domestic hot water as well. So needless to say, I talked to my mother-in-law, and they told me that their last house that they lived in was similar size. They had an in-law as well because they used to live with their parents as well. So roughly the same size. They were paying about $2,000 a season for oil. Now I took the same calculations in our house here. We have an oil backup heater here, but if you took those same numbers, $2,000 times the 5 years that we've been here, that's technically 10 grand in savings. Yeah, I know somebody's gonna say, what's your time worth? What's your effort worth? We're gonna go more into this in depth. I'm gonna do some calculations, but this is kind of the tip of the iceberg. But we've been here 5 years. We only use oil time during the summertime when our outdoor boiler is off. So about 5 months out of the year, kicks on once to heat up the hot water tank, pretty much good for the day. We keep that running because that's our backup in case our wood burns out, which I've done videos on before. When this burns out, our oil kicks back on. But anyways, my machine has paid for itself. Now, we didn't pay for it. It was here when we got here, but if we were to look at the savings that we've had over the last 5 years, not having oil or propane, oil and propane, you are subject to fees, and prices go up, prices go down. No matter if this administration's in, the prices go down. This administration gets in, the prices go up. Whatever the hell the case may be. But firewood is independent. Firewood is consistent. Firewood is on you. Nobody controls firewood here. We live on an 18-acre wooded homestead. There's about 50, 60 acres surrounding our 18-acre homestead. So needless to say, wood is plentiful. These machines aren't for everybody, but I just wanted to make this video saying how my outdoor wood boiler has paid for itself. Now going forward, I was asked the question, once this machine's done, puts to bed, whatever you want to say, would I buy another wood boiler? And my answer is yes. The reason I would buy another wood boiler is because it's very simple. A lot of the upfront cost of an outdoor wood boiler is the setup, digging the trenches, running the PEX, tying it into your existing home, heat exchangers, pumps, whatever, you name it. Considering our machine, pouring a slab for the machine, and then you have the cost of the machine itself. So if we were to just eliminate our machine here, we already have the pad, we already have the PEX, we already have the heat exchanger, our house is already primed for it. So would I buy another outdoor wood boiler? Yes. What brand would I go with? Well, as of right now, I'm leaning on Central Boiler. I am happy with this machine. I'm happy with the quality. I've seen various people, oh, I had one, it leaked. I had one, it leaks. It is what it is. You can get a brand new car and it could blow up, or you can get 200,000 miles on it. I don't know what to say. It's just, there's so many factors that go into these machines. But I honestly think, this isn't sponsored by Central Boiler. I've never talked to them. This is just my own personal story. I would probably buy another outdoor wood boiler again, I would say. You can't get the classic models anymore, which kind of sucks, because the gasification units, I'm a little bit skeptical on, if you will. They seem, from what I've seen, now I don't own one, I'm not just going to speak out my you-know-where, but they seem a little bit picky with like green wood, wet wood, non-split wood. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. That's another video in itself. But anyways, circling back around, it's been fun the last 5 years, cutting wood. It's been a learning curve for sure. We moved in March. Now it's February now, so we're coming up literally a month from now will be our 5-year anniversary. We moved in here in the winter time, and I was just throwing this boiler. No instructions, no how-to, no nothing. I went to the internet. I just figured it out. And now I can say comfortably 5 years later that I am super happy with the machine. I personally think it's easier for our situation. An outdoor wood boiler is not for everybody. It's not for every situation. There's regulations. Maybe a wood stove is better. If you have a small house, you're not going to need an outdoor wood boiler if you can heat your house with, let's say, a wood stove. Again, another video, not here or there, but circling back around, this machine has technically paid for itself. So the 10 grand we haven't spent on heating our home can go towards a new machine, hopefully, knock on wood, when this machine goes south. This machine was put in 2008. It's 2021 now, so the machine is 13 years old. They call for 25-year life, supposedly. I don't know how much we're going to get out of it. Hopefully it lasts for a long, long time, because I'm happy with it. I got that thing down patent. I know how it runs. I know how much wood to put it in. It's a learning curve like anything. So what else do I want to say on this topic? I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, you got to buy chainsaws and your time and your wood splitters and your trailers and your trucks. That's infrastructure. I could take all that stuff and I can go do side tree work, for example. Or I can get free firewood. Maybe I'll sell firewood one day. I already have all that infrastructure there. It's a curve. It is a big upfront cost for an outdoor wood boiler and all the equipment, and then as time goes on, it pays for itself. You're not going to put one of these in and then hit the savings that next year. It's much like solar. It's much like any other way, any other infrastructure you put in. It's much like buying a tractor for your farm. It's going to take years of buying, growing crops and selling it before you pay off that tractor. It's the same way with an outdoor boiler. Same thing if I put 100 solar panels on my house. That's big money. That's probably 10, 15 grand, whatever it may be. We'd probably have to redo our roof before we did that, because our roof is a little bit on its way out. It's the original roof from 2006. So yeah, it's all about upfront cost. So now I'm super happy that now pretty much next month our outdoor boiler has paid for itself. So now going forward we have options. I can continue with heating with an outdoor boiler. I can use all my infrastructure, my knowledge. What is a skill worth? I know how to cut trees down, and quite frankly I'm pretty good at it. Not toot my own horn, but I love it. I love the physics behind it. I love the experience. I love the thrill behind it. So there's just so much more than just the upfront cost that you gain from, I'm just going to say, from heating with wood and buying an outdoor boiler. So again, this video isn't sponsored by Central Boiler. I'm not just trying to sell any units. This is just my 2 cents on how my machine has finally paid for itself. Our house, with the heat demand, with 4 adults, 2 kids, baths, hot water, you name it. We have a big grand room here with a 20-foot ceiling in the middle of our house. That room is very hard to heat. That thermostat's at like 73 all day long. My in-laws are older, so they need more heat. So it would cost a fortune to heat our house with propane or oil. But again, I can make another video on firewood and how I love it, how it's independent, it's untouchable by anything else. And I like being in charge. In case you haven't noticed, I'm in charge. You reap what you sow. It's your own efforts. So yeah, anyways, I hope this video made sense. Thank you for tuning in for this 8, 9 minute, 10-minute video on my outdoor boiler has finally paid for itself. I advise you guys to check out some other videos and playlists on my channel here. We're having so much fun here. We are just getting started. All right, I apologize. The camera's about to die and SD card's almost full. So anyways, like I said, my name is Jay. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Hopefully, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And like I always say, leave a comment, hit that thumbs up, share this, trying to grow the channel here, having a ton of fun. So anyways, like I always say, we will see you out in the woods.